The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
A 7th Region Championship on the line here tonight, as it is the 23-6 Ballard Bruins looking for their first 7th Region Championship since 2021, taking on the 25-7 St. X Tigers, who are looking to defend their 7th Region Championship. Hello and welcome here into J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium on the campus of Valley High School. Justin Kalen on the call for you this evening, joined by Coach Mark Evans, Dr. Todd Carter, our on-site producer, Christian Sanchez operating the camera for us here this evening. And Coach, first of all, great to be back alongside you. And second of all, this is a matchup we've already seen twice this season. It was a narrow 2-point win for St. X in the Louisville Invitational on this very floor. And then Ballard went into the Will Center at St. X and got it done 73-70. So should be a fun one here tonight if history's any indication.
Well, I've been looking forward to this one since I saw it on our schedule, the 7th Region Finals, and it couldn't work out any better. Two of the top teams, without a doubt, in the state. Both of them similar in certain ways, but different in certain ways. Similar in that they both shoot extremely well. Ballard gets a nod a little bit on that with their outside shooting. I think they shoot over 40% from the three-point line as a group. That's pretty special. Yeah. And but other than that, you got to worry about that strength and the ability to attack that St. X has, because, if I were St. X, I might be going after Gribner right from the very beginning, which is a fantastic post player for that Bruins team.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Gribner, because now's the portion of our broadcast where we bring the players to watch. There are several guys on each of these teams that we're going to be keyed on tonight. Let's start with Ballard. Who's the players to watch?
Well, when you look at Ballard, you're talking about Cole Edelin. Last game, we saw him against Eastern as a team, and they were spectacular, and he was too. Mm-hmm. What I liked about Cole in that game was, and I always kind of wonder what it's going to be like when he did come back into the Louisville area, how his teammates would react and so on and so forth. Never missed a beat. He took care of his teammates. They take care of him. He's a joy to watch. Unbelievable range. But he does make everybody else around him better. And you also talk about, once again, Grim. He's so special. I was talking to Coach. I was watching Boozer play the other night when he was double-teamed all the time, and he could find those outside shooters. He reminded me of Grim. I know that's a far reach.
Some high praise,
But he's a freshman that has great footwork under the basket, a great outside shot, can knock down free throws, can knock down threes. He's special, but you could go on and on and on. You could talk about the Woods, the young man Woods. Last time I watched him, really, he always performs well, but I saw him make 5 straight threes in the fourth quarter against a great Manual team to turn the game around and win it. So, he's only a freshman. Yeah. So, and we could go on and on and on.
For St. X, we've got to watch Jeremiah Jackson. He's putting up 16.5 points per game this season for the Tigers. As we're due for a break, we'll come back on the other side, and Coach got a chance to catch up with Greg Willis, the Ballard head coach. You'll hear that conversation next on Glycon.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Oldham County today.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 Male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit polorealestategroup.com.
Yes, this is Mark Evans here with Glycon, and I have the pleasure of speaking to Bruins head coach, having a big game tonight, Coach Greg Willis. Coach, like I said, I saw y'all play Eastern was the last time I saw you play, and I was just amazed at the way your kids played together, share the ball. They played hard on the defensive end, but they were just amazing on the offensive end, in my opinion. For this year so far, as I look at my notes, your top 5 are shooting over 40% from the three-point line. That's spectacular, and Gribnick can step out and knock them down just as well as anybody else, which is a tremendous opportunity and advantage. What do you do to get those kind of looks for your kids?
Yeah, Coach, we're excited to be here, and I appreciate those comments. You tell me that my team plays hard and that they're unselfish, and that's about all you can ask for as a coach. It's a compliment to those guys in that group. They know we've talked all season about how sometimes it can be a blessing and a curse to have a bunch of guys that can shoot it, because then they all want to get their shots too. But guys have really bought into passing up good shots for great shots and working to get what's the best shot for us. It helps when you've got an interior presence like Mason down there, because then the defense kind of has to collapse, and so our perimeter guys have gotten more quality looks because of his abilities. But guys are willing to put their teammate first and willing to pass up their own shot or their own stats to get the best one for our team.
Well, I was watching a little bit of highlights from Boozer the other night, and I saw the double teams and how he was able to find the shooters. It kind of reminded me of the Scribner kid. I mean, I know that's a big stretch, sure. But that young man has really great footwork. He shoots the ball well. I mean, he's like a dream come true as a young post player. Seems to be a good teammate too.
He is. He's a true unicorn. I tell people all the time, I got to bite my tongue so I don't put too lofty of expectations on him. But I mean, great kid, great family, great work ethic, and then the skill set and the size go along with it. He's got the full package.
That's awesome. They're great to coach when you have that opportunity.
That's right.
What about the St. X team? I know they've kind of been a little bit up and down, but I don't think there's many teams that have as much or more talent than they do on the court. What concerns you about them going into tonight's big game for the state tournament?
Yeah, Coach Klein's said it multiple times in interviews I've seen. He talks about how this group of seniors that he has are winners, and they are just that. Those guys have won for 4 years now, and they go out and they battle, they compete. They're as tough as anybody. They really drive the ball at you well, whether it be Chief or whether it be Josh or Jeremiah, or Connor. Those guys are able to attack it at you, and then they spray threes off of that, and they get some of their lobs and dunks off that penetration. So it's a compliment to them. They've had a great run, and it should be a good battle tonight.
It went shot me to see them from the very get-go go right after Gribnick. As far as off the drive, as you say. Is that a concern, or have you talked about it?
Yeah, we've talked about it quite a bit. Mason will be up for the challenge. He's used to teams trying to get him into different actions defensively, and I think he'll be ready for that challenge.
Okay, so what are your keys as far as tonight goes for your team when you walk in that door? What are your 3 things that are most important to you?
Yeah,
to you guys?
Limiting St. X's penetration is a big part of it, trying to keep him out of the paint, whether that be off drives, off cuts, off some of the different actions Coach Klein's runs, trying to keep him out of the paint and keep him more on the perimeter, plays to our advantage. And then on the other end, the other side of it, trying to get the ball to the paint. St. X has got some really good on-ball defenders, so we need to throw the ball to the post, and we've got to attack it off the catch and try to play off 2 feet and make good decisions. And then, Coach, all year when I've been on Glycod, I talked about the concern of of our rebounds. But against Eastern last Friday, we out-rebounded them by 16 or 18. And Manual the other night, we out-rebounded them, I think, by 18 again. So if we can rebound it and compete with them on the glass and keep those guys off the offensive glass, then I think we have a good chance.
Coach, I really appreciate this, and I definitely wish you the best, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blind direct, not just blind. Blind direct, not just blind.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, as we continue to get you set for 7th Region Boys Championship action here tonight. We've got to bring you your Inside Look, Justin Kalen and Coach Mark Evans. Tonight's Inside Look is brought to you by Blinds Direct, proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com or call 502-266-0079 for the best in home decor. Coach, let's first start with the Bruins of Ballard. The Inside Look on them.
All right, the Ballard Bruins. Tonight they have to contain and defend the drive to the rim well. That's how X will hurt you, and that's how Grimnick can get in foul trouble. They also have to eliminate or limit second shots. They got to keep them off the board. They're normally 1 and 1 out. As far as the next one,
St. X, yep, go for it.
St. X needs to push the three-point shooters off the line. This Ballard team has 5 guys that start that can shoot the three as well as anybody in the high 30s or 40s. So they're going to have to get them off the line some way, shape, or form. And for St. X, I really think, they just need to play loose and free. I've seen them play loose and free, and I've seen them play a little tight. Tonight needs to be one of those loose and free nights.
Yep, we'll see how it all shakes out as folks continue to file in here to Valley High School. Just a reminder, this broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA is prohibited. I had a chance to catch up with St. X head coach Kevin Klein prior to the game here tonight. We'll hear that conversation next, right here on Glycod.
Direct, not just blind. Blind direct, not just blind.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protinick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Experience the True Blood advantage.
Back here, Valley High School, as we continue to get you set for 7th Region Championship action this evening on Glycod. Justin Kalen now joined by St. X head coach Kevin Klein. Coach, if there's anyone well-versed in playing a team multiple times in a season, it would be you. Of course, we know about the 4 matchups with Mail. This is now the 3rd battle with Ballard this season. So I guess what are the emotions, what are the feelings going into a game like tonight?
You know, driving out here, you got a lot of thoughts on your mind. Most importantly, you're just excited for the opportunity. The kids that you go to work with every single day, they do everything you ask them to do. They work, they sacrifice, they give of themselves for the betterment of their teammate. And this is where we wanted to be come that second Monday in March. And now we're here playing against a very good Ballard team. And just excited for the opportunity. We passed the Fairdale exit, had 4 games out there, and now we're here at Valley for our 6th game of the year. So you look at 10 of our 33 games have been out here at Fairdale and Valley, and when you're playing in those venues, you know you're playing really good teams, and the games are very monumental. And we've had a lot of just great competition and experiences throughout the year that I hope have prepared us very well for this moment tonight.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, this is the 3rd meeting with you all in Ballard. They've won 1, you won 1. What's it going to take care of them here in this 3rd game? You all are 7th Region defending champs, so does that come into play at all?
No, we love our guys. They're tough, they're experienced, they're so well connected, and they play together. And they've been in a lot of these moments. You know, this is the second year in a row we've had a championship game in the KOB, the LIT, the district, and the region. And you can't put a premium on that, but at the end of the day, it's a one-game series. It's who's going to be the best for 32 minutes. And we know it's going to be a war. Everything's harder when you're playing for a trophy. And at the end of the day, we want our guys to play fast, free, fun, and fearless, and just trust one another like they've done all year, and go be who they've been. Go be who we've been for 32 games. And we want to go 1-0 tonight to get to the next step, which is Rupp Arena.
And health of the team, we're good?
Everybody's in great health, and the spirits are obviously very high. And like I said, these guys are just super special. You know, the journey that you're on in life throughout a season as a coach, it's only as special as the guys you get to do it with. And I've got the best assistant coaches in the staff, in the state. These players, 1 through 17, that come in day out, just give everything that they've got. And I'm just honored to be their coach, represent this amazing high school, and go give it our best shot tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll let you go. We know you're a busy man. You've got a lot of things to do, but appreciate you taking some time for us here in the pregame.
Appreciate all you do. Thanks.
All right. We've got the starting lineups coming up next here on Glycod for your 7th Region Championship. Stay right there.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, as we are just about set for game time. They are announcing the lineups now here in stadium. Justin Galen, Coach Mark Evans alongside you. We'll get you those starting lineups as well. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. First for Ballard, you'll have number 0, Quentin Woods, a 6'2 freshman. Cole Edlin is a 6'2 senior wearing number 1, averaging 19 points per game this season. Jaden Culver, a 5'8 senior. He wears number 11. Barron Clay, one of the better shooters on this Ballard team, wears number 12, a 6'2 sophomore. And Mason Gribna, number 23, a 6'10 freshman. Coach, what do you make of that starting lineup?
One of the best around, and definitely the best shooting lineup I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Like we talked earlier, they can really shoot from the 3, and they can get to the rim also.
And for St. X, it's going to be number 0, Chief Cameron, a 5'10 senior. Number 2, Connor Klein, a 6' senior, son of head coach Kevin Klein. Jordan Jackson, a 6'7 sophomore, wears number 4. He's going to have a tough test with Gribna tonight. Number 5, Josh Lindsay, is a 6'1 sophomore. And your final starter is the 7th Region Player of the Year, number 23, Jeremiah Jackson, a 6'5 senior. As there is your starters, we will step aside for one final break here, come back, and we will be ready. Get you some series information and the opening tip-off here for your 7th Region Championship this evening on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. A lot of energy in this building as we get set for what should be a fun night of basketball for your Louisville Basketball Game Night. 7th Region Championship on the line here in this one. Justin Kayla and Mark Evans back here with you as we've wrapped up our national anthem. And, Coach, both the teams coming out now. St. X in their white uniforms. Ballard will be donning their road black uniforms. Man, I'm pumped up for this ball game.
Well, I've been looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great game, one of the best maybe ever. Both of these teams have some fantastic strengths, and neither one of them have many weaknesses.
All right, we'll see how it all plays out as it is Mason Gribna, the freshman, in the center circle with Jeremiah Jackson, the senior. And we are underway here in this 7th Region Championship as it will be St. X basketball to start things off. And that man with the basketball, Chief Cameron, longtime starter here at St. X, as Jeremiah Jackson going to get a 3 early.
Yeah, that's the way you want to start. Nice ball movement, gets the man-to-man, good ball rotation, caught in rhythm, and knocked it down.
That's his 48th 3 of the season. As I mentioned, 7th Region Player of the Year. And now Cole Edlin driving in. He'll get it out for the big fella. He'll try to answer as it comes off. And watch out for number 5 in white, Coach. You know it. I know it. Everybody out there knows it as well. Heck, that kid's got some hops, and he got way up to try to get that rebound.
Yeah, that's one of my greatest concerns for this Ballard team, battling these athletes from St. X and their ability to get up off the glass.
Here comes Grivna spinning inside. And we are going to get a foul called. By the way, mentioned these two teams have played twice this season. It was a win for St. X in the LIT, 62-60. Ballard clipped them at hhome, 73-70. Ballard leads the series, however, 34-10 since 1997, and that includes 7-2 in the playoffs. But St. X with the big 90-55 win in the semifinals last year, as they're going to count that bucket from Grivna, so it'll be a three-point play.
Yeah, he's great footwork. He made an excellent move, good strong move. I thought they might get him for an elbow, but they didn't. So I look for a very, very physical game tonight.
And Grivna, where he is shot 72% from the line this season, misses that one. He was all 7th region, was Mason Grivna. As here is Chief with it. Gives it up top. That's Jordan Jackson hitting.
Jordan Jackson.
Couple three-pointers in the early going. St. X off to a hot start. Now here comes Edlin. He'll get it into the hands of Woods. Cross court. And that three going to be splashed home. That was Jaden Culver.
Yeah, Jaden does a little bit of everything. He can knock down the three, but a lot of times he'll run the point so they can free up some of their other players. So he can do it all.
Inside, Jordan Jackson. That's off. Now quickly up the floor comes Ballard. Stop and pop three. And Josh Lindsay will clear the rebound. That was Barron Clay shooting that one. He's one of the better shooters on this Ballard team. Jeremiah driving in. And left it short, but gets his own rebound. Now Lindsay fires. And both these teams battling down there as it goes out of play off of St. X.
Yeah, that's Coach Wilson's greatest concern, is giving up second and third shots against this very, very talented St. X rebounding team.
Grivna, he's the guy to watch from a rebounding perspective. Leads the team with 9 this season. Also putting up 16.5, make that 16.8 points per game this season. And an air ball here, and he's going to hear from the student section down below us to the right. Don't see Cole Edlin fire very many air balls.
Well, they got a great matchup on him. They got a 6'5" Jeremiah Jackson guarding him right now. So that length is going to make a difference. And Jackson can move too. He's an athlete, and he was able to clear that screen that time. And Edlin rushed the shot a bit.
Here's Jeremiah with the Tigers on top by 1. Gives it out. Jordan Jackson will take another one and hit another one.
Jordan Jackson.
Only 30% from deep this year, but that's 2 of them already.
Yeah, that makes you feel good when your 30% shooters are stepping out, looking that smooth on an outside shot.
Grivna gets it taken away. Here comes Chief. And the up and under.
Go by Cameron.
Yeah, these Tigers have come out hot. Always makes you feel good when your shots are going down.
Culver looking to answer and cannot. Now Josh Lindsay streaking up the floor. Lost it off of his foot, but it lands right in the hands of Jordan Jackson. By the way, Chief Cameron, who takes over possession now, he was also in all 7th region selection. As he passes up the screen by Jeremiah, now into the corner. Chief gets it back. Jeremiah with the quick reset, almost halfway through this first quarter. Tigers by 6. Behind the back goes Jeremiah. He fires and left it short.
Yeah, Edlin's taking Jeremiah, so they're one-on-one today so far on the offense-defense end.
Jeremiah Jackson, by the way, taking his talents to Southern Illinois next season. A guy who scored 1,800 points in his career as Edlin drives in, tried to feed Gribna, who couldn't catch it cleanly. Now Jackson out to Chief. Cross court, Lindsay. And what a board and stick back by Jordan Jackson. Only averages 9 points a game this season. He's already got 8. And that is the lead for St. X as well. Now Woods will look to answer.
Well, he plays above the rim.
Yeah, he does.
On both ends of the court. Look for them to lob to him on the offensive end.
As we're going to get a foul against Jeremiah over in that corner.
Jeremiah Jackson, his first. Team second, checking the game for Ballard, number 4, Hanners. And for St. X, number 10, Bryce Johnson.
Bryce Johnson going to check in for St. X. He is a 6'5 senior, been around this program for a long time. And number 4, Jackson Hanners, a 5'10 senior, checking in for Ballard.
Bryce shoots a 45% clip at the 3, so he's a pretty good one coming in off the bench.
Yeah, always shocks me when I see him play. He's got a smooth stroke, Coach.
Yes, he does. And they know how to find him.
As Gribna trying to bully inside, and they're going to rule that he was fouled. And the St. X fans in front of us don't love the call.
The foul is number 10. Johnson, his first.
That foul's going to go against Bryce Johnson, who's newly into the game.
Looked like a pretty clean block to me.
Yeah.
Looked like he had his hand right on top of the ball and just pushed it down. I think Coach Klein had a right to be upset with that one.
So Gribna will step back to the stripe where he's 0 of 1 tonight, make it 1 of 2 now.
Checking in the game for Ballard, number 2, Towns.
Yeah,
He replaces
these are 8th region officials. 8th region's got some good teams, but nothing like these two teams.
Yeah. Number 2, Malachi Towns, a 5'11 junior, checked in for Ballard following that first free throw make, and Gribna makes them both. That's now 4 for him as that St. X lead still at 6. Just over 3 minutes left. Here's Bryce Johnson, kicks it over Klein, and that spins out.
He did a nice job that time of pinning them in and hit Klein on the fade. He just wasn't able to finish.
Lindsay for Chief. Behind the back, how about that? As Lindsay will try to back down Gribna. That's a tall task there for Lindsay, sophomore versus freshman.
It's going to be important for Gribna, though, to be careful tonight. Hands straight up and down, can't get in foul trouble.
And how about that block there by Connor Klein? Doesn't block a whole lot of shots, but that was a clean one that time. Back onto the floor comes Barron Clay. Not a very long rest for him there.
Next, number 23, Jackson.
As Edlin looking to get it in play and nearly taken away by Chief Cameron. Fortunately, it goes out of play.
Yeah, I do believe the Bruins dodged a bit of a bullet, but I think they're settling into this game, though, too.
Yeah.
I think that both teams are. St. X was just a wicked start. All man-to-man, that's what you're going to see mostly. Some run and jump, not often from either team, though.
And that ball thrown away as Malachi Towns tried to get it into the corner for Barron Clay. And he loses possession. Chief will bring it across.
A little bit of a horn set, just a step out and a dump down.
Jeremiah out to Klein, thought about another one. Now he drives in with it. And Jordan Jackson again looking for his 10th point. And we're going to get a foul call down low.
The foul is number 4, Hanners. That's his first. Team first.
Now this ball in for Jeremiah. That was a tricky pass to Connor Klein, and he tried the up and under on Gribna. Not a great decision, and back come the Bruins the other way.
No, just any opportunity trying to draw fouls. Another big block.
And Jackson jumped. I don't know what he was thinking there, Coach. He got that rebound and just jumped straight up in the air. Didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Anytime you get up on your feet, you never know what's going to happen, so it's better to stay on them until you do.
So after the turnover, Ballard looking to cut into this 6-point deficit. Gribna backing him down. Inside. That's beautiful touch there by the freshman.
He has just such great patience, especially for a freshman.
Yeah.
Uses his body well, works his move, holds his pivot feet, does a really nice job.
That's 6 points now for him as Jeremiah loses this ball as he drove inside. 13-9, minute 34 remaining here in this first quarter.
Team second. And line.
And this place has pretty well filled up, Coach. There's not many open seats left.
Yeah, we expected a sellout.
Yeah.
Probably on ticket sales, they probably are a sellout tonight.
Jeremiah missing on that first free throw, somewhat surprising. He's 84% from the line this season.
Yeah, going to give Grimm a little break. Going to use this 134 to give him a blow this time.
A 6'3" sophomore, Bray Gar, checking in for St. X. Number 15 in white. As Jackson goes 1 of 2. He's got 4 points now, and that St. X lead back at 5.
So far, I think that Jeremiah Jackson's doing an excellent job on Edlin. He's really, really making it difficult.
It's a tough challenge for Edlin.
Hard hedge.
Edlin driving in, and I thought we spoke it into existence, but good cleanup there by Jaden Culver.
Well, that's what Edlin does. He breaks your defense down and no cover down on the weak side back, and that gave him the easy putback.
Chief, cross court for Josh Lindsay. Chief on the offensive rebound, and then he's going to get fouled, so free throws upcoming.
The foul is number 2, Towns. That's his second, team's third.
Tigers leading by 3 under a minute to play. And what has been a fun first quarter. We expect this one to be a blast until the very end. A lot on the line here in this one.
Yes, it is.
Chiefs first one up and in.
For Ballard, number 0, Quentin Woods.
He's 71% from the charity stripe this year. Winner of this one will advance to play the 9th region champion next Wednesday at 11 a.m. at Rupp Arena. Will either be Ryle or Covington Catholic as Chief knocks them both down.
I think most people are picking Covington Catholic, but that's why
I would say so,
game.
yeah.
I've seen some brackets. Jason Frakes originally, I think, has them winning the entire thing.
That game to be determined tomorrow night at 7 in the 9th region. 16-11, our score line. Barron Clay on top now with Edlin. And Edlin's going to get his pocket picked. Here comes Chief, and he'll lay it in.
Yeah, that's just excellent defense there by St. X. I mean, Jeremiah Jackson is actually giving Edlin fits, and he's worried about handling the ball, and that's when Chief came by and took the play.
Down to 10 seconds left. And there's the mid-range jumper, rebounded by Lindsay. Down to 3, gets it up. Gar will fire this one, and he misses, and that brings us to the end of our first quarter. St. X 18, Ballard 11 on our scoreboard. Stay right there. We've got the second quarter coming up for you here for your 7th Region Championship this evening on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, as we are at the beginning of our second period, and this one taken away and laid up and in by Bryce Johnson, and the Tigers with their biggest lead of the night now at 9. Justin Galen, Coach Mark Evans back here alongside you, and a bunch of people behind us looking for seats that, Coach, quite frankly, don't exist.
They do not.
Now here comes St. X the other way. Cameron brings it across. Leaves it off for Jeremiah Jackson. Back to Chief, back with Jeremiah. Good move to make his man miss as he takes the three. And Bragar had the rebound, but he lost it out of play.
Very, very interesting matchup, so far tonight with Jackson and Edlin. And they're sticking with the same matchup, so it's going to be interesting. I keep waiting for Edlin to make something happen, but you never know.
20-11 our score line. Ballard, almost the exact opposite of their game at St. X earlier this year, as Gribna loses it.
Yeah, that was a big bump that they missed on
Up
Gribna.
for Lindsay! Showtime!
Lindsay.
And that is going to force a timeout called here with 6:47 remaining in this first half of play. We'll sneak one in as well. Stay right there for your 7th Region Championship here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Visit Glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage, and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Let's take another look at that alley-oop here, Coach. That was an absolute thing of beauty, and these are the types of highlights you get with Josh Lindsay. He has been a phenom since the second he stepped on the St. X campus.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, and I thought St. X got a big break there. I thought that Gribna got bumped really hard, so it became a live ball takeaway and leading to an easy dunk.
By the way, Josh Lindsay earlier this season had a Dunk Make Sports Center top 10. Pretty impressive there, as Edlin, speaking of impressive, all the way to the bucket for his first points of the night.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to assert himself and force Jeremiah Jackson to play defense.
Here's Jordan Jackson, has it poked loose. Good hands there by Barron Clay. As now Jordan will go to work, trying to attack Gribna. Out now with Klein. Klein with some good patience here, over for Josh Lindsay. Lindsay on top with Jordan Jackson, who gives it to Klein. Now back with Lindsay. Nearly lost it, but gets it back. Connor will try a long one. And Gribna skying for the board down there, and we're going to get a foul called against Bryce Johnson. I believe that might be 2 on Bryce.
So you wait, Gribna gets up. He gets off the floor.
Yeah, he does.
And when he comes down, he doesn't look like a freshman. He's strong with that basketball. Good hands and strong.
That was number 2 on Bryce Johnson. St. X leading by 9.
Well, the Tigers are in a 2-2-1. We talked about earlier them playing loose and free. This is how they like to play. I just didn't know how safe they would play. But this is their 2-2-1 trap.
Into the corner here, Quentin Woods got it.
And handled it well, the Bruins.
They needed a shot to fall in the worst way, and they get it. Josh Jackson now out with Chief. Josh Lindsay, free throw line, gets it back to Chief. Klein will fire again and misses again, but Jeremiah there on the retry, and he gets fouled.
Giving up too many second shots, Justin.
Yep.
That was all year long. Coach Willis has talked about concern about rebound. Then they had such a big rebounding game the last game. He said he felt a lot better, but they weren't rebounding against this team.
Yeah.
And second shots already has really cost them. And in why the scoreboard is what it is.
So Jeremiah back to toe the line where he's 1 of 2 tonight. Now make it 2 and 3. He'll have another crack at it here to try to push that Tigers lead up to 8. And he misses. 5 points for Jeremiah tonight, and that St. X lead is at 7. Under 5 to play here in this first half.
To me, it feels like St. X is up farther, though.
Yeah,
they're still right in the game.
Yeah.
It just seems like they've really dominated the action.
Well, you got to feel good if you're Coach Willis then, right?
Absolutely. I think that.
Edlin into the corner. Good drive baseline. Gribna thought about the shot. Instead, they'll go back out up top with Edlin. Watch him at unlimited range. Jackson nearly getting the block. Instead, he'll just get the rebound. Up to Chief. Sends it out top with Jeremiah. And Jeremiah going to slow it down here a little bit. It's a St. X team, actually Ballard as well, both of them scoring in the mid-70s and defensively holding opponents under 60.
Well, with a game of this magnitude, I'm impressed with the few turnovers we've seen. Very few.
Absolutely. As Jeremiah Jackson dribbling out front.
Playing a two-man game.
Gets it to Jordan, and he'll slam it home.
Yeah, cleared with 3 to the right and played a two-man game on the right side and scored out of that.
Jordan Jackson now above his season average of 9 points per game as he's got 10. That St. X lead now at 9. Edlin tries to change that, leaves it short, rebounded by Cameron.
Yeah, it looked like Edlin hesitated a little bit that time. That's not like him. He usually pulls the trigger. Once again, the length they're dealing with is a little different.
Jackson looking to go to work on Edlin, and Gribna got a piece of that, but St. X stays in possession. Cameron fires, and he hits.
Cameron.
Wow, he's now got 9, and this has been an impressive display by St. X, who takes a 12-point advantage now, under 3 to play in the half. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with them. Stay right there. We'll have the conclusion of this first half coming up next for you on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
28-16 in this 7th Region Championship here at Valley High School. J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans alongside you for this high-powered basketball game here tonight. Dr. Todd Carter, our on-site producer. Christian Sanchez operating the camera. Appreciate those 2 guys helping us out. And, Coach, I appreciate what I've seen out of St. X so far in this one tonight. They've been fast, they've been explosive, and more importantly, they're knocking down shots.
Well, they're knocking down shots, and as we talked, Coach Klein wanted them, and I even said they need to play loose and free, and I think from the get-go in those first couple of shots. But what is really, really killing the Bruins is when St. X misses a shot, they get the rebound.
Yeah.
And you can't give up all those offensive rebounds and expect to stay in the game.
Well, let's see if Ballard can get themselves back into it. I mentioned that game at St. X earlier this year. Ballard actually had a 10-0 lead to start that game off before St. X kind of battled back before ultimately Ballard wins it. As Gribna inside, he'll float up and hit another one.
Gribna.
Yeah, beautiful little baby hook. He really sets the shots up well. Goes over the right hand, over the left shoulder, right shoulder. Doesn't matter. He really does a good job in there.
That's 8 points now for the freshman. Chief up top with it. His team leading by 10. He's being guarded by Culver.
The patience of St. X tonight has been impressive too. A lot of ball movement, a lot of reversal.
Oh, and it's led to a lot of good shots.
Looking for mismatches. Definitely not just coming down and firing it up.
And just as you say that, Chief going to continue to be patient as we cross under 2 minutes left to play in this first half. That's Cameron driving left, now with Klein. Gets it off, Jordan Jackson. Into the corner, Lindsey. Left it long, but tried to track down his own rebound before eventually was taken out of there by Quentin Woods.
Great call by Coach Klein and great patience. Another nice kick out, just didn't make the shot.
Culver with the quick trigger on this end comes up empty. Now Jeremiah brings it up the floor. Gets a screen by Cameron. And now inside, he'll drop it off to Jordan Jackson, and he gets another one.
Jordan Jackson.
What a game for the sophomore, now with 12 points. That St. X lead is at 12. Culver in the corner.
This Tiger defense is smothering them. It's pretty much pushed everything out, having a real hard time getting any good looks other than Grivna.
Grivna was wide open that time. I think he was surprised how open he was and missed. And now Klein all the way to the bucket. Lindsey tries for the stick back. Jordan Jackson, head full of steam, and he was looking for the highlight. Now quickly come Ballard. Baron Clay looks to hit one of them, his own, misses. Chief up for Lindsey. And Lindsey will slow it down. Did you hear the rumble in here like Josh was going to go down and do something incredible? Yeah. We know he's capable of it.
Definitely so.
As we're down to 20 seconds, St. X going to hold for the final shot, so they're in all likelihood going to take a double-digit lead to half. Looking for back-to-back 7th region championships. As here's Chief, now down to 5, off for Jordan Jackson. And Grivna blocked it away as it's lost out of bounds, and it'll belong with Ballard here with just over a second remaining.
Excellent block.
Also number 2, it's out.
Excellent block. You know, he's playing without fouling, and that's going to be really important. They just have to shoot the ball a little bit better. This has been a tough half.
I've loved the patience defensively for Mason Grivna. He's not doing anything crazy. He's just waiting for his man to go up, and that's several blocks for him now tonight.
Next number 11, Weber. Replaces 0, Cameron.
Campbell Weber, a 6'1 junior, checking in for St. X. Inbound for Edlin, and he's going to be fouled immediately with 0.4 seconds left. Edlin knew that was going to happen. I think he was trying to get a shot off.
Smart play, but they got him before that.
Yeah. And now Weber, who was out there just to foul Edlin, will stay out there, and Connor Klein is going to try to come out and make sure that Edlin doesn't get a touch on it. All the way down, and that'll bring us to the end of our first half. It's St. X 30, Ballard 18 up on our scoreboard. Entertaining first half of action. We'll break it all down for you in your halftime show. Stay right there. We'll have that coming next right here on Glycon.
Todd Christian.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue, Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue!
Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. Justin Kalen, Coach Mark Evans back here with you as we are right in the middle of halftime. 30-18, the Tigers with a lead here over the Bruins of Ballard. And, Coach, it was an 18-11 start for St. X after the first quarter. They then were able to extend that up to 12. A very good first half for the Tigers.
Excellent first half. Started out shooting extremely well and continued pretty much throughout. The bottom line, though, is when they're missing shots, they're getting second and third opportunities after those misses. So the Bruins are not able to hold them off of the boards, and that is really, really making a difference. Also, a couple turnovers. They've had about 6 or 7 turnovers, and in that, they've given up a 10-2 clip. So, you look at the scoreboard, a 10-2, that's 8 points right there that they've gotten off turnovers.
Yep, so got some things to clean up, no doubt about it, does Ballard in the second half of play. But if we know Coach Willis at all, he will have those boys ready coming out of the locker room, and we look for them to get back in the game, or do you anticipate the Tigers continue to dominate?
Well, I think they're dominating the physical side of the game, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
Grimna is the person that's keeping the Ballard Bruins in the game, to be quite honest. So far, Eland's really not heated up, but he's got a tough guard. He's being guarded by Jeremiah Jackson. That's got about 3 inches on him and is good or better of an athlete, a very good athlete too. So anyway, I think that's the deal.
All right, we'll see how it plays out in the second half. Just a reminder, tonight's scoreboard presented by the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. No other real estate team measures up. We'll take a break now, come back, we'll get you some halftime statistics. Those coming your way next, as well as the second half. Stay right there. Your 7th Region Championship coverage continues next on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Seventh Region Championship action for you tonight on Glycod here at Valley High School inside J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. Justin Kalin, Coach Mark Evans on the call for you here tonight. And we've got to bring you the first half stats as we're mere minutes away from the start of the second half. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank, building communities since 1910. We'll first start with the individual scoring for Ballard. Mason Grivna, the freshman, led the way with 8 first half points. Jaden Culver chipped in 5, all of those coming in the first quarter. 3 points for Quentin Woods and 2 points for Cole Edlin. So Cole's got to get it going. He's the leading scorer for this Ballard team. For St. X, they were led by Jordan Jackson, the sophomore, with 12 points, 9 for Chief Cameron, 5 for Jeremiah Jackson, and then 2 points for Josh Lindsay and 2 for Bryce Johnson as well. Coach, what sticks out to you on the team statistics?
Well, the key stats are this Ballard team shooting uncharacteristically poor. Give all credit to the defense that St. X is playing. They're 30% from the field.
Wow.
They're 18.2% from the three-point line, and typically on average this year they've been 40% with the same group. Not much on the free throw side of it. And then you look at the St. X Tigers, they're almost 38% from the field. Not great, but they're getting a bunch of second shots, which is making that total a little bit better. They're about 29% from the three-point line. That's better than the opponent, so that's an edge. They've only turned the ball over 1 time, which I think
that's outstanding.
Now, Ballard's only turned the ball over 6 times. Usually that would be the lead, and the 1 time is amazing. They're playing pretty much the perfect half.
Yeah, I think if we had a chance to talk with Coach Klein at the halftime break, he would tell you the exact same thing. His Tigers played well. We'll see if that continues here in this second half as we're just about set to get underway with that now, as this place is jam-packed here tonight. Bet if you're out driving in the city of Louisville right now, I bet those roads are a breeze, Coach. Everybody's here.
Well, they are. They're definitely here.
And here we go. It will be St. X basketball. Looks like they're going to have their starters out there. Cameron, both Jacksons, Klein, and Lindsay. And looks like the same thing for Ballard as well. Quentin Woods, Cole Edlin, Jaden Culver, Barron Clay, and Mason Grivna, as Klein with a 3 to begin the third quarter. Coming up empty and then swatted away by Grivna, who's had several blocks here tonight.
Well, Ballard opened up in a 2-3 zone with a run and jump. So they've already changed their defensive strategy.
Have to do something. Credit Coach Willis for that as they get a quick bucket on the Grivna slam.
Well, it was short-lived. I believe they might be back in man now.
Cameron over for Jeremiah Jackson. Jordan gives him a screen. Now he gives it off for Jordan. Here comes Klein driving baseline, and they're going to say he gets bumped.
He fouls on 0 Woods.
That's going to go against Quentin Woods, his second foul of the game. And inside, Jeremiah Jackson with another bucket. It's now 7 in the ball game for him. As Edlin on top. Ballard trailing by 12. Here's Woods. Inside Grivna. And takes the mid-range shot. That was a sky shot, and he left it short. And then ball knocked out of play by the Bruins. Tell you what, that St. X student section is brutal. Don't airball in front of them. Good grief. As Jackson brings across the line. Josh Lindsay, and he gets his pocket picked by Edlin. Off to Woods. And good closeout there by St. X. Couple of what looked like were going to be good looks for Ballard.
They're doing a great job of getting out on these shooters. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they're closing out really tight, and a lot of hesitation on the Ballard shooter side, too. This length is really affecting their threes.
Jeremiah being guarded by Cole Edlin like he has been all night. And now Cole picks his pocket. Here comes Edlin all the way to the bucket for the score.
Go by Edlin.
They're going to need a lot more of that, Justin.
They do. Have lead down to 10. Tell you what, though, Edlin guarding Jeremiah Jackson looks confident despite the size advantage.
Well, I don't think he's very aggressive at the very beginning against Jeremiah.
As now we're going to get a foul call. I believe they're going to get Grivna on this one, and they do.
Number 23, Grivna, that's his first.
We'll take another look at it there.
Yeah, pretty tic-tac. That's my concern.
Jackson, he's shooting 2.
Yeah, that was a ticky-tack foul in a very physical game.
Jordan Jackson at the free throw line here. He's been outstanding for St. X tonight, but he misses that first free throw. Just 64% from the line this season.
Sure.
One more crack at it here. Got it. It's now 13 for the sophomore. Edlin and the Bruins needing some offense. See if they're able to get some here as he brings it across the timeline. One-time male player. Now Grivna outside with it. By the way, Cole Edlin, almost 2,200 points for his career. As Jordan Jackson, nice little hesitation move, gets inside for the score.
Justin, not a lot to say right now. St. X is just really taking it to him. Edlin's trying to assert himself and do a little bit more, but so far not so good. I've not seen him miss shots that wide open all year long.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's coming from good shooters as well, like that one taken by Quentin Woods.
And
he's 41% on the year.
And their extra passes. I think the whole game's in their head right now, not in a good way. And St. X is not letting up.
Here is Chief, gets a slight little rub screen there by Jordan Jackson, who will now fire the three. Gets his own rebound, but it's poked loose again by Edlin. He's been active defensively this third quarter, but he misses that shot. But there for the cleanup is Baron Clay.
Yeah, but he created. He put the pressure on the defense. His teammate hustled down and made the putback.
Was the first points of the game for Baron Clay as we get a foul out front.
He fouls on number 12, Clay. That's his first, team third.
First foul on Baron Clay here tonight.
Checking back in the game for Ballard, number 2, Towns.
Malachi Towns checking back in as he'll replace Cole Edlin. I think with his defensive efforts has earned a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, he won't be there long.
He will not be.
He's actually getting them going a little bit in this half.
Yeah, looks like he was just brought over so Coach Willis could talk to him, as he's going to send him right back to the scorer's table. As Jeremiah Jackson, another bucket.
Yeah, excellent fall away. Couldn't even block that one. Great fall away.
That St. X lead up to 13 now as Barron Clay, being guarded by Klein, gets it over for Culver.
Look how far the Tigers are pushing the Bruins out away from the basket. There's an open look, Foundling.
And Gribna knocks it down.
Yeah, good job of recognizing him and popping to the top, and he can knock down that shot all night long.
You know, Coach, when I was doing my game notes for this game tonight, that was the one stat that stood out to me. 47% from three this season. That's incredible.
Everything about him is efficiency.
As he got that deficit back to 10, just over 3 minutes left in this third quarter. As Connor Klein driving baseline, and he's going to be fouled. Barron Clay, the guilty party. That's his second. And just to the last minute or so.
And Klein
Connor Klein will toe the stripe, where he is 80% from there this season. And that first one, pure as the morning dew. St. X has held Ballard pretty well at arm's length from the very early going of this game. And they're continuing to do so here in this third quarter as Klein knocks down a pair. And with that, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll be taken by St. X and Coach Klein. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay right there. Your 7th Region Championship continues next on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Visit Glycod.com for information about our live postseason basketball coverage, and check out our Tournament Central page for updates on all the action. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. 39-27. St. X on top of Ballard here in this 7th Region Championship. Justin Galen, Mark Evans along with you this evening. As Ballard has got to start to make something happen, and they need to do so in a hurry, Coach.
Well, as of right now, it's all about Edlin trying to penetrate and create. The perimeter is pretty much standstill right now. I just really think that St. X's defense is just controlling the tempo of this game so well. And the patience on offense is making putting Ballard in a bad bind, because they're trying to make things happen too. And the game's too slow for them right now.
Haven't mentioned it yet, but Cole Edlin will take his talents next season to Western Kentucky. Pretty good landing spot there for Cole, in my opinion.
Yeah, his brother's there also, and had a pretty good career there so far. So, and I know his brother enjoys the environment. So
that makes the decision easy then when your brother's there. As the three knocked down, Barron Clay finally gets one to drop.
And once again, it's a 9-point game now. We've been talking about the dominance of St. X, and you do feel that way in this game, but Ballard's hanging in.
And
big double team there.
Another takeaway by Edlin. As here he comes into the corner. Let's have another one. Yes, sir. That was Quentin Woods that time, and don't look now, but it's down to 6.
Yeah, remember earlier in the year, Quentin Woods hit 5 in a row in the game, 7 for the game. So if he can get to that corner, he's automatic.
Near takeaway here, and now Jackson a little aggressive, but they're going to call that on Malachi Towns. I thought they might get Jackson there leaning in with that shoulder.
I would say Coach Willis has a great argument on that one. I thought that was definitely an offensive foul.
And that was the 5th foul against Ballard here in this quarter, so Jeremiah will step to the line for 2. And for the next minute 53, every other St. X Tiger will do the same in foul situations.
Yes, they will. Could be a big pivotal call right there.
Absolutely. First one up and in by Jeremiah.
Had the lead to 6?
Yep.
And then what I would say a pretty poor call.
We'll see what ends up happening to that lead that was down to 6, now at 8.
That slows your momentum down, too. Everything was going Ballard's way.
On top with Edlin. Thought about a step-back 3, instead sends it over for Barron Clay. And now here's Quentin Woods again, that time a little too strong. .92 seconds left here in this third quarter. As Jaden Culver checking back in.
Checking the game for Ballard, number 4.
And
Hanners.
Jackson Hanners, the senior, also back out on the floor. I tell you to watch for the jersey numbers, but it's hard to pick up for us,
Yeah, a little
let alone on the
2-2-1.
camera.
2-2-1 by Ballard. Just trying to make something positive happen.
Chief Cameron being guarded now by Cole Edlin as Edlin switches back onto Jeremiah. As that 3 is going to bounce high, and it went off, what was that, the straps up top above that
went
goal?
off the tape, the straps. Uh-huh.
Ballard gets it
Taking
back
back
now.
for Ballard, number 12, Clay. It replaces 2 Towns.
As Coach Klein snags a drink of his water during the brief downtime. Edlin will bring it up the floor. Sends it over for Culver. Back to Edlin.
Yeah, they know where Edlin is on the outside, that's for sure.
Well, they didn't know where he was on the inside there as he gets the tough finish.
Well, that's what he wasn't doing in the first half. He wasn't attacking them when they were jamming him. Now he's attacking, and now you see Edlin work.
That lead back down to 6 now. 45 seconds left in this third. Chief in possession.
Got to be careful being too patient with the basketball. You got to continue to attack and be the aggressor for St. X. That doesn't mean jack anything up. It doesn't mean take layup opportunities and easy plays.
Bryce Johnson being guarded by Grivna. And continues to get separation, but now he picks up his dribble as he is able to get it off for Cameron. Chiefs going to use a screen by Johnson into the corner. Klein got it.
Beautiful job by Chief making that split. Great split, perfect pass to the corner. Klein shoots it at 43% or better, so that was a great move.
That's the first 3 of the night by Connor Klein. And now, I don't know what the stoppage was for. It looked like the clock kept running and they hadn't handed Ballard the ball yet. And Coach Willis is arguing that same point. I think he wants them to add some time back. And they will, 4.2 now. And it's all right. They got it right. Settle down, Coach Willis.
I don't know if they really got the time right, though. I think he thought that he had more time than that. I think he probably did.
4.2 is better than 1.7, right? I'd take it.
Yeah. Caesar get the ball.
As Edlin going to get fouled. And here's the thing. That's only the second St. X foul of the quarter, so they're going to have to continue to do that.
Cameron. That's his second.
I don't know if Ballard will have enough time to get a shot off.
Well, it's a smart play by St. X, without a doubt.
He replaces 0 Cameron.
Chief Cameron going to check out. Jordan Jackson adds a little bit more height, checking back in. Quickly in for Grivna, corner 3, and just long as it comes off the side iron, and that'll bring us to the end of 3 quarters of play. St. X 44, Ballard 35 will bring you the fourth quarter coming up next here in your 7th Region Championship on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, as we are set for the 4th and final quarter here. But first, let's take a look at that last Connor Klein three-pointer that gave them a nice 9-point advantage coming into this 4th quarter. Justin Kalen, Mark Evans back here alongside you. And, Coach, it's been a fun night of basketball, but St. X continuing to lead by 9.
Yeah, lead by 9, but that was a big 3 because the Bruins have really kind of changed momentum just a bit, and that always hurts you going into a break.
And now Jaden Culver missing at the bucket on the first try of this 4th quarter, but Barron Clay there to clean it up.
Yeah, now you're seeing the Ballard that we saw earlier. They might not be knocking down shots, but they're attacking the basket and following. They got, some of the guards are excellent rebounders, and that's what they need to do. They just need to fight to make it happen.
And they are within 7. Barron Clay has been a big reason for that. 7 points here in this second half, but Jeremiah Jackson gets fouled on his drive.
Yeah, excellent call play. They just had a high post, quick catch, give and go, backdoor cut, and ended up in the foul. That came from the bench at the break.
Jeremiah Jackson is shooting 2.
So Jeremiah will toe the line now. He's been solid from the free throw line tonight. Does have a couple of misses, but... And I feel like I'm responsible for that one.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Thanks for your support, Coach.
I could sit in your knees.
Jeremiah will have one more crack at it. Yes, sir. That's now 12 for the 7th Region Player of the Year. And it's Tigers leading by 8.
Yeah, anytime you get to the rim like he does, you shoot 84% from the free throw line. You're pretty talented young man.
Culver driving in following the offensive rebound. Up top with Grivna, he'll fire, but he misses. And Josh Lindsay skying for the board.
Need some big stops by these Bruins. They got to get some defensive stops. They got to keep the Tigers off the boards. Another wide open 3.
And Klein misses this one. Worth noting, they have held the Tigers to just 15 second-half points, so a much better defensive effort.
A lot more energy. They feel like they belong. They're starting to attack them now, so they're at least making them play defense.
Barron Clay with a good look, and he rattles it home. Clay. That's now 10 second-half points for Barron Clay.
Little straight man-to-man.
And now a foul call down low as Grivna sends that shot away, but this is as close as Ballard has been since very early in this contest. As we get another look at that drive there. Unfortunately for Ballard, it will send Josh Lindsay to the free throw line, where he shoots 71% on the season. Spot in the Sweet 16 on the line against the 9th Region champion, which, like we discussed earlier, you never want to assume, Coach, but in all likelihood will be Covington Catholic.
Yeah, based on the records this year and based on the past, Cov Catholic. But, you have to play the game, and we'll see.
And they will play that game tomorrow at 7, so we'll know the matchup upcoming here tomorrow night. As Josh Lindsay misses the first free throw as the Ballard student section hit him with the overrated chant. I don't know that I would wake him up like that, Coach.
No, I don't think so.
Don't want to poke that bear.
I would say the same thing. It's going to be real interesting, though. St. X is going to take the ball to the basket and take it up strong. It's going to be interesting how these last 6 minutes are called by this officiating crew.
Josh Lindsay now with 3 points tonight, well below his season average of almost 15, as here comes Edlin. He'll drive it in, floats it up and in. That is a tough finish.
Yeah, great play by Edlin. Used his body so well. Great screen up top by Gribna. They're right back in this game.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
As now maybe St. X feeling a little bit of pressure as Lindsay thought about the three.
We talked about that. A lot of pressure now.
Jeremiah gets a screen from Jordan. And back into the hands with Chief. And he'll get all the way to the bucket. One of the easier finishes he's had this evening as he's now in double figures with 11.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a little help slide over and take the charge that time.
Edlin, free throw line, fall away. How tough is that?
Yeah, you're seeing a show now, and as long as he's on the court, anything can happen. And most time it happens well for the Ballard Bruins.
Edlin's up to 10.
The key is X going to continue to attack. I just don't know. I think they'll get a favorable whistle if they attack the basket.
Jeremiah Jackson, he gets double teamed. And you got the height of Gribna there, but he's able to get it out for Cameron. Now Cameron back in possession with it. And Jeremiah telling him to give him some space, but Chief drives in and gets another one.
Cam knew Gribna was out there on him, standing straight up and down. He just blew right by him that time.
Baron Clay's answer no good. 50-44. Almost halfway through this fourth and final quarter. As Chief has it poked loose, but they're going to rule that it remains with St. X.
Yeah, excellent recognition, a quick double team. Got to stay out of those corners right now because Ballard's going to take some chances. They're going to sit back.
Jaden Culver, as well as Jackson Hanners checking back in. And we'll see the 6'4 senior, number 5, Joseph Jones, I believe for the first time tonight.
Going to give Gribner a quick break.
Klein will send this thing in play.
Yeah, expect to see St. X go inside right now. Take advantage. It looks like a post up.
They're going to get it to Jeremiah, and you called it, Coach. They do go inside and draw another foul.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to guard. Kids have their hands straight up and down, but these are quick whistles right now.
5 Jones.
Well, and that's the third team foul on Ballard here in this fourth quarter.
And Ballard Jackson shoots
so that could play a factor coming down the stretch of this game.
Well, St. X Tigers do a great job of recognizing, and they're attacking the bodies, and they're getting the call. And I'm not saying they should be getting the call, but they are getting the call, and it's going to make a big difference going down to the wire. It gives St. X credit for recognizing and not sitting out here and taking quick threes.
Well, especially if they're able to continue to hit free throws as well. That's going to make life really tough on Ballard as Jeremiah goes 2 for 2.
Well, ball in his hands is 84%, so I'd say keep it in his hands.
No doubt.
And all their other kids, pretty good free throw shooting percentages too. The ones on the court.
They shoot it well as a team, 75% from the charity line this season. As here comes Edlin. And spinning inside now with Baron Clay. Needed that one, but Jackson clears the rebound.
Yeah, they're not getting any extra shots either, the Bruins. Here comes Gribna back in. They can't really play without him, I don't think.
Is he in foul trouble? Or
I think they were just giving him a quick rest. But you know, every rest means somebody attacking the rim on you. Take him away, and you lose the ability to block shots.
Now Cameron all the way inside, and that one, they're going to roll goaltending. I think that's the right call. I thought they were going to miss it, but that's the right call.
I agree on that one. I haven't agreed on a lot of them, but I agree on that one.
Well, that's now 15 in the game for Chief Cameron, who only averages 10 a contest, and that St. X lead back up to 10 as they get closer to a back-to-back 7th Region Championship. We're going to get a full timeout here. We'll take one with them. Stay right there. We'll have the conclusion coming up for you here on Glycod.
Hi, folks. Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium on the campus of Valley High School, where St. X leading 54-44 over the Ballard Bruins in this 7th Region Championship. Justin Kalin and Coach Mark Evans back here alongside you, and Mark Ballard was able to get it down to 5, and then St. X comes right back and gets it right back up to 10. Well, they got it down to 4, excuse me.
Yeah, the poise of St. X right now and the ability to be very patient with the basketball and get the matchups they want and get the ball to the rim. They're just so strong, and that's the physicality right now is winning the ball game. And usually if you're the aggressor, I know I've been on the officials just a little bit, kind of unlike me, but bottom line is, you know, if you're the aggressor, you usually get the calls, and that's exactly what the Tigers are doing.
I can confirm that is very much unlike you. But call it as you see it. I don't have a problem with it.
That's just a different speed of the game for him.
Cole Edlin bringing it up the floor. Now with Jaden Culver, who gets a screen from Gribna, and what a block by Jackson! Oh, my!
That was spectacular.
That was awesome.
Lightning quick off the feed, perfect timing, and special.
I thought Gribna was going to throw that down with ease, and Jordan Jackson comes from out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's a special talent, no doubt about it.
As Cole Edlin slips up top, that's unfortunate there as St. X will take it back. But this much heat and this many bodies in this gym, maybe a little perspiration on the floor.
Or the floor just could be getting slick from the humidity in here.
Yeah. As Jackson floating this one up, gives it to Jordan Jackson. He'll look to work on Gribna and gets it in. And I tell you what, Jordan Jackson has been playing inspired basketball here tonight. And now Gribna will fall in the exact same spot Edlin just fell, and Gribna holding his thigh.
Yeah. I hope not.
And nobody's there to help him up. Come on, guys, help him get off the floor, as now the official will get him up to his feet. And both teams will head over to the sideline, so we'll slide away for a break as well. Stay locked in with us for your 7th Region Championship on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. Justin Kalin, Coach Mark Evans alongside you as they looks like they're still working on that spot, making sure that we're good to go. Meanwhile, during that break, you had the student sections chirping at each other. This feels like a championship game, Coach.
Oh, this is fantastic crowd-wise.
Let's take a look at that Jordan Jackson block again from moments ago. See how impressive that was. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Came out of nowhere.
Ballard trailing by 12. They need to start getting something to go their way in a hurry as we've got less than 3 minutes to play. Clay out up top. He'll get it back. Good look here, and he left it short.
Yeah.
And now Chief all the way up for Connor Klein, and he gets it blocked, but Josh Lindsay will stick it back, and he gets fouled. I think Connor was torn whether he should take the shot or oop it up for Lindsay, and just ends up missing.
Almost caught him.
He fouls on 0 Woods. His fourth.
That foul's going to be against Quentin Woods, his 4th foul, and we're going to get another timeout. This time a 30-second timeout as we're going to have a mass exodus with 2:29 remaining. We'll take a break as well. Stay locked in with us here for your 7th Region Championship on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
And back here, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, Justin Kalen, Coach Mark Evans alongside you as St. X has taken a 14-point advantage as they look to close out their 2nd straight 7th Region Championship. See if they can punch their ticket to the Sweet 16, and Ballard running out of time, Coach.
Yeah, St. X has just played a will of a game, and really other than a couple of small runs by Ballard's, really never been in much danger in this one. And then when the game was on the line here lately, they just attacked the basket, and it's the difference maker.
Josh Lindsay with a chance to push the lead up to 15, and he does. So Lindsay a little bit quiet tonight, just 6 points. But he did have that monstrous dunk in the first half.
Shoot the bonus.
And a missed shot by Barron Clay as the PA announcer was talking about the free throw. I don't know if I've ever seen that. And I think that's what Coach Willis is not happy about. Edlin will go to the line.
Yeah, that was a late call for Edlin when they got his elbow and hand and everything else.
I think that was the makeup for PA guy talking over his shot. As Edlin does get the first to drop through. That gets Ballard back to within 14, but still plenty of work to do.
Yeah, let's see. Expect a little bit of a 2-2-1 probably. They're going to have to do something to try to turn them over and get the ball back. They had a flurry there where they picked up a few. They need some now.
Edlin knocks down the second as well. He's nearly 80% from the stripe this year. And looked like it on those two. If he hits this, back down to 12. And he misses. As Chief Cameron comes down with it. Cole Edlin with 12 points here tonight.
I heard.
Lindsay inside. Jordan Jackson blocked again. Gribna. Now Culver with Edlin. He gets Woods in the corner. Left it short, and Jeremiah tracks down the board for the Tigers. Under 2 to play, and we're going to get a foul called.
On 0 Woods.
And that's exactly who you want going to the line if you're St. X, as Jeremiah Jackson will step there.
Yeah, there's a reason why the ball went to his hands against that press.
By the way, that is number 5 on Quentin Woods. So the freshman will have to sit the rest of the game for Ballard. Jeremiah gets the basketball at the line. And misses another one. A little frustrated with himself after that miss.
He doesn't miss many by the stats, so he wants to put this baby away.
And he gets that one to fall through.
Johnson. He replaces 4. Jackson.
Jordan Jackson checking out of the ball game. Bryce Johnson back on the floor. Under 2 to play. Tigers by 14. Edlin with Grivna. Back to Edlin. Now into the corner. Culver steps up into one. And St. X will clear the rebound again. Cameron up for Klein.
Excellent job by St. X attacking the pressure.
Now Lindsay inside nearly has it taken away. Jeremiah drives baseline, and he throws it down.
Jackson.
That feels like the exclamation mark, Coach.
It probably happened a little longer ago, Justin, but that definitely was an exclamation point.
As now Cameron clears the rebound, and St. X is going to win this 7th Region Championship as we're down to a minute left. And they lead by 16. Looks like Ballard content to just let them dribble this thing out. And continuing to find space. And now here comes the mass exodus. Tons of people leaving J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, and we do eventually get a foul called. What a game, what an environment, and what a season for both of these teams. It's a young Ballard team, Coach. They will be back.
Young, well coached, got size, got a little bit of everything, got great guards. The physicality tonight of this St. X team, I think, was just too much. Yeah. And the ability to get second and third shots too much. And playing the defense that pushed those three-point shooters out and took the normal rhythm away from them.
Both coaches getting some youth out on the floor. Trent Pleasant, a 5'9", 8th grader, checking in for Ballard. St. X with several of their young guys out there as well. Bray Garr being one of them, who we saw earlier tonight. As now Chief Cameron will check out as well, and in comes Beck Jarrett, a 6-foot sophomore. You also got Noah Milliner, a 6'1" senior, out there for St. X as the missed shot again. Cooper Yates, a 5'9" junior, sees some action for the Tigers, as does number 14, Ethan Bell. Bell, a 6'8" senior. As here is Bell with it now, gives it into the corner, and Garr gonna lose it. Into the corner, three-pointer here, knocked in.
Pleasant.
That was that is Trent Pleasant, excuse me.
32 Bryant.
So the 8th grader gets in the scoring column. Couple more substitutions here, just get them some playing time.
Number 22 Whitfield, and number 24
That's
Phillips.
Carter Klein, the younger son of Coach Kevin Klein. 63-49 as we're down to 6 seconds remaining. Should be an inbound, and we will be all but over. As looks like we're waiting on another substitution, as it's Malachi Towns coming back out for Ballard. And the inbound here, and there will be the final buzzer as St. X, 7th Region champions once again for the 2nd straight season, and they will be heading back to Lexington in the Sweet 16 to take on the winner of Ryle and Covington Catholic. Who will that be? We'll find out tomorrow, but one thing we do know, it will be the Tigers heading to Rupp Arena next week. We'll come back. We'll start your post-game show. Stick with us. We'll break it all down on the other side of your 7th Region Championship coverage here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, where the St. X Tigers victorious here tonight over the Ballard Bruins by a final score of 63-49. Justin Kalen, Coach Mark Evans back here with you. And, Coach, this was a fun game, a great environment, lots of people here. It's hot in this gymnasium, but I think we had a good time as St. X gets it done by 14.
Yeah, I definitely had a good time with this crew. Kind of a tough situation with people coming around us and through us and by us, but I don't blame them.
We've definitely had our challenges.
Yeah, we had our challenges, but yeah, it was two very well coached, very talented teams playing tonight, and one of them was just stronger, across the board.
Yep, but all in all, it was a lot of fun as it was an 18-11 lead for St. X after the first quarter. They extended that up to 12, 30-18 at the halftime break. It was just 9, 44-35 after 3 quarters of play before ultimately winning it by 14. But Ballard, I loved the way they fought in that third quarter. They got it down to as little as 4 at one point, but ultimately I think this St. X team just a little too physical for them tonight.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that, Justin. I think that the St. X team, what I was most impressed with was the way they shared the basketball and their patience. They look for mismatches, they look for opportunities, they look for driving opportunities, and they did not settle for the outside shot. They attacked the basket, and as I said, those are tough calls to make, and when you're the aggressor, you usually get them. Yeah. And I thought they definitely, by being so aggressive, they got the whistle.
Yeah, no doubt about it, as they announce the All-7th Region Tournament team now. And then St. X will start the celebration as they head back to Rupp Arena next week. We'll bring you all the details of that broadcast coming up here in future segments, but we're due a break now, so we'll go ahead and take it. But first, let me remind you that tonight's scoreboard is presented by the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. No other real estate team measures up. Back with more postgame coming up for you. We'll get you final statistics on the other side. You're watching 7th Region Championship action this evening on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German-American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German-American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, where we have wrapped up the game portion of our broadcast as St. X wins it by a final score of 63-49, and they will advance to the Sweet 16, where they will be in action on March 18th. At 11 a.m., they will play the winner of Ryle or Covington Catholic, who play tomorrow night to figure out the 9th region. So St. X will have to wait a few hours until they figure that out. But alas, they are heading to Rupp Arena. Justin Kalen, Coach Mark Evans back alongside you. We've got to bring you some final statistics, a look at tonight's final numbers from German-American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Let's start first with the individual scoring for Ballard. They were led by the freshman Mason Grivna, 13 points here tonight, 8 of those coming in the first half of play. 12 points for Cole Edlin, who really got cooking in that second half. 10 for Barron Clay. You had 6 points for Quentin Woods, 5 for Jaden Culver, and 3 for Trent Pleasant, who got a score late. And for St. X, they were led by both the Jacksons, Jordan Jackson and Jeremiah, with 17 points here in this ball game. 16 for Chief Cameron, 6 for Josh Lindsay, 5 for Connor Klein, and Bryce Johnson with a 2-pointer as well. Coach, let's look at those team statistics. Anything stick out to you?
Yeah, Justin, total rebounds stick out greatly. St. X Tigers had 37 to only 24 by the Ballard Bruins. All night long we talked about the second shots that these Tigers were getting, and it really gave the Bruins some problems. The other stat I think that really stands out is shooting percentages. Ballard, cold shooting as I've seen Ballard in 2 years, really. Yeah. But you got to give a lot of credit to St. X's defense. But they were 36% from the field goal percent, but they were only 26.9% from the three-point line. They were 7 of 26. Very uncharacteristic, but what I would have to say is a lot of that had to do with the length and the defense that these Tigers played. Tigers ended up shooting almost 46% from the field, only 26% from the three-point line, but they didn't really need it. They got to the free throw line early and often, and they were 16 of 23, 69%, and Ballard only made it there 4 out 6 times for 4%.
That's a pretty big difference in this ball game, as St. X got him at arm's length and kept him at arm's length pretty well throughout the entirety of this ball game. As we will go ahead and send it away for another break. We're going to try to get Coach Klein, although with all that's going on down there, we'll see if we can make that happen or not. But either way, we'll come back on the other side. We'll get you your most outstanding players and take a look at what's upcoming on the Glycod schedule as well. All that coming back for you here on the other side for your 7th Region Championship coverage this evening on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back here, one final time to Valley High School J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium as St. X wins the 7th Region Championship by a final score of 63-49. Justin Kalen, Coach Mark Evans back here alongside you. We were unable to get Coach Klein. Coach, he is a busy man down there, giving handshakes, giving hugs, just enjoying the celebration. So we'll let him enjoy that evening, and congratulations to his St. X Tigers team.
I would say a lot of pressure off Kevin's shoulders tonight. A great relief. You know, even though you have a great team, you never know how it's going to come out. Tonight, I thought he wanted them to play loose and free, and by gosh, they did. They played a good ball game from the get-go.
Tremendous effort, no doubt about it. But before we get out of here, we got to name your most outstanding players. Brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. For Ballard, it was kind of a tough decision for us. You had Cole Edlin with 12, 10 points from Barron Clay, who got going in that second half. But we decided Mason Grivna was really the difference maker tonight for Ballard.
Well, I think it was so important at the beginning of the ball game, keeping St. X off the boards and at bay. I think as time went on, things changed and matchups changed. But I thought all in all, he just had a solid game.
And for St. X, a little bit of an easier decision. There was one guy, Coach, that I thought impacted this game from very early on, not only offensively but defensively as well, and that's Jordan Jackson with his 17 points.
Yeah, just an all-around great game, and they better save all those great games tonight, and then they can use them in that first round, that state tournament coming up.
Yep, it is. It's going to get crazy for them. Hopefully they can bring home some hardware for the first time since 1962, I believe, was their last state title. So best of luck to them moving forward, no doubt about that. All right, time to look at our upcoming schedule. More exciting high school basketball coming up for you here on Glycod, brought to you by our good friends at Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you, and we've got some good ones headed your way. We've got the 6th Region Championship tomorrow at 7 o'clock. That is going to be J-Town and Butler in a rematch of last year's 6th Region Championship. That should be a fun ball game.
Should be a great ball game. I've had the pleasure of seeing them both several different times. I just recently saw Butler win our district over DeSales. I'm at DeSales now, and they were very, very impressive. And they were very impressive in the tournament throughout. Jeffersontown's always ready there at the end. Mm-hmm. And once again, they played our DeSales team the other night, and close game for a while, but they do it, and their coach knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So they were good.
We'll also bring you girls Sweet 16 action from the first round, 1:30 on Wednesday. That broadcast will be audio only, but it'll be Assumption taking on Callaway County after Assumption dispatched of Sacred Heart in the 7th Region Championship on the girls' side of things. So lots more coverage coming up for you. Make sure to stay tuned with us on Glycod.com for the upcoming schedule. We're going to have all kinds of live audio broadcasts coming up as well from Rupp Arena. So before we get out of here, I certainly want to thank Shane Harvey, the athletic director here at Valley High School, allowing us to get set up in a great spot to be able to bring you all this game. It was a high traffic spot tonight, but we've got all the space we need right now. But thanks to AD Shane Harvey. Want to thank Steve Bird as well, doing a great job sending us all the stats, rosters, anything we may need to bring you all these broadcasts. Steve goes above and beyond for the broadcasting team. So I want to thank him as well. Todd Carter was our on-site producer tonight, doing a great job as always, keeping us up and running. A lot of fun anytime we get to work with Todd. Christian Sanchez was our camera operator this evening. Christian does a tremendous job each and every night that he is behind a camera, so appreciate his help as well. And then, Coach, of course, want to thank you. It's been a lot of fun being back here with you tonight. Before we get out of here, any final thoughts?
Well, I really enjoyed it, Justin. It's always great working with you. No, not really. I think you're up to see a very good game tomorrow night. I think this St. X team represented and played extremely well tonight. Not to take anything away from the Ballard team, but I think they're definitely going to walk into the state tournament as one of the favorites. And if they play this way throughout the state, I think they have a very good shot.
Yeah, I think they've got about as good a shot as anybody, but only time will tell. All right, that'll wrap it up for us here from Valley High School inside J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium. Alongside Mark Evans, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching your 7th Region Championship coverage here on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation.